It's called a book. Many people have never heard of this thing called book. Most people only know this thing called doom scrolling. Sitting on the leg extension machine at the gym looking at their cell phone for 20 minutes. It's not a chair. It's a piece of workout equipment. And what is the Torah? It's not a chair. It's a piece of mental workout equipment for your soul, Rabbana Shalom. You can't transcend to the highest levels of Ein Sof without the Torah.
I just asked about the sponsor.
Jesus, you're interrupting my lecture here. Don't you have 10 minutes for Torah? You're always complaining, Al. I'm sure I'm not the first one to tell you this. But think about that.
I've spent, an hour and a half engaging in Torah.
Think about that. 1.5 hours out of how many thousands already lived, and finally you gave yourself up to Hashem for 1 hour? Reading just a few things from the Siddur, just a few little things, snippets, really, snippets.
I feel like
I need 3 minutes stick.
I am pardoned by my Aliyah status.
It's just a status.
I don't have to fast on Yom Kippur. I don't have to do anything. I can eat bread during Passover. I'm pardoned.
Well, I have 7 tattoos because I wanted to prove to myself that putting ink molecules in my skin wouldn't damn me to death or a less than Jewish burial. When I got my first tattoo, my Uncle Bart was like, "You put a pagan symbol on your body? Oh, Eve." I was like, "Bart, it's just art." Then he made a fart.
All right, I'm leaving, but this is a great session of 10 minutes of Torah. I enjoyed it.
Thanks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show. This has been 10 minutes of Torah. Don't have 10 minutes for Hashem. It's a irascible conversation, that people are looking for, but we didn't give it to them. This has also been another Clubhouse production called Getting Jews to Read Torah Wisdom Books with Adrian Dittman. That's right. Sometimes you got to trick a Jew into learning something about the Jew. In order to make a Jew, you got to teach them about the Jew by making them read a book about what it means to be Jewish. Do you agree? We did it. Did we accomplish our goals? I keep getting messages on YouTube. They keep calling me Mr. Clean, Baldy, Mount Baldy. Shiny bald. Congratulations.
Shiny bald.
Look at that bald head. It's shining, glistening the light of the ceiling, reflecting the light. Well, that was fun. That was a real Torah incident, I would call it. I would call this a Torah intervention. That's what I would like to call this. And I support those that support Torah. So if you support Torah, I support you. And if you support Torah, then you support me because I support the Torah. We've got a lot of live streamers watching us right now. Over 45 live streamers. Somebody just called me Egghead. Thanks. He's rocking that shit, though.
Wait, where are you live streaming?
YouTube.
Egghead.
Yeah. It's been fun. Bro, cook an egg on your forehead. Egghead. That's what they call me, the Egghead. Okay, well, since this is the Egghead show, that's actually what I should call myself, the Egghead show. Okay, this is the 30th Tao Te Ching. Those who wish to use Tao to influence others don't rely on force or weapons or military strategies. Force rebounds. Weapons turn on their wielders. Battles are inevitably followed by famines. Just do what needs to be done, and then stop. Or a less than Jewish burial. Okay, this is the rest. Just do what needs to be done and then stop. Attain your purpose, but don't press your advantage. Be resolute, but don't boast. Succeed, but don't crow. Accomplish, but don't overpower. Overdoing things invites decay, and this is against Tao. Whatever is against Tao soon ceases to be. Nasty wrote. Narsty wrote, how many times a week do you shave that dome? Pull up the blonde hair. Should I get my blonde wig? Do you want me to go trans? You want me to go trans, Anya? Okay, this is chapter 31 of the Tao Te Ching. Weapons are tools of evil, shunned and avoided by everything in nature. Because people of Tao follow nature, they want nothing to do with weapons. Unevolved people are eager to act out of strength, but a person of Tao values peace and quiet. He knows that every being is born of the womb of Tao. This means that his enemies are his enemies second, his own brothers and sisters first. Thus he resorts to weapons only in the direst necessity, and then uses them with utmost restraint. He takes no pleasure in victory, because to rejoice in victory is to delight in killing. Whoever delights in killing will not find success in this world. Observe victories as you observe a death in the family with sorrow and mourning. Every victory is a funeral for kin. Schlep your bald head, please. Okay, that's been my toy study of the day. Rabbanai Shalom. Hope you enjoyed it. Hermes, thank you for coming to the room. Thank you for reading Genesis. I hope you read more. That sandwich in your PTR looks delicious. Okay, everybody, this has been 10 minutes of Torah. Don't have 10 minutes for Hashem. This is your host, Adrian Dittman. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
It won't be like anywhere in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter. even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war will be destroyed, almost certainly, simply by the effects of nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Even if there's no retaliatory strike. If there is a retaliatory strike, it's beyond discussion. It won't be like any war in history. If there's a nuclear war among major powers, the power that initiates the war.
Similarity. So the people that share the most genetic similarity with the Canaanites, who were indigenous to that land, who I guess prior to the conquest of King David were the autochthonous inhabitants of that land, right? You'd be saying that those people, are related to are most closely related to modern day Lebanese. So you'd be saying like the modern day Lebanese people have demon blood, or like vampires, bro. And that's insane.
So number one, you keep. First of all, he instructed for them to go to war and wipe out like men. If they went into war, of course you're gonna wipe out everybody you go to war with. There was very specific instructions.
No, if your gods are.
I'm talking, hoodie. Don't do that. Literally,
But I took a half the amount of time.
I just literally let you talk.
You rushed me at the end, though.
Okay, yeah, because you're taking too long.
That's okay. I just want to
Hoodie, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. There were very specific instructions about the Amalekites, right? Now, here's the thing. You know my answer about that. That's the thing. See, and you're just so disingenuous. Like, you think that I'm telling you need to stop talking while I'm talking, hoodie. You think that I'm talking about you silencing your opinion when on the app? Listen, no. What I'm talking about is you come into this room knowing we're here to defend genocide. You already know my perspective on hoodie. stop interrupting me.
So I think you misspoke. I'm sorry.
No, you already know my I said we're here to defend the Palestinians against genocide. How did I misspeak?
You said we're here to defend genocide.
Okay, sorry. We're here to defend the against genocide. And you already know my views that either this is not the actual God and this is another God that they've put the name of Yahweh over, or that the things that they say about them being Nephilim related and having mutations is true. You already know that I believe this. So you're
keep saying that. That's stupid.
Hoodie, I'm literally getting pissed for real. Like, I'm not getting pissed for real. I'm getting pissed for real. Stop interrupting. You already know the answers. So the fact that you come into this particular room that we're defending and proclaiming that, genocide is being committed against the Palestinians, for you to crack this Pandora's box open when you already know my answers of it is just flat out disingenuous. This isn't about your freedom to be able to... Because you know the answers. That means that you're literally deliberately coming...
Yes, and I'm saying they are stupid. What don't you get about that? I'm saying you cannot assume the moral high ground when you endorse genocide.
I never said that I'm done for you to start...
Nor did I when you interrupted me.
I'm only on
nor did I. I didn't say I was done when you interrupted me.
You've already closed.
Because you forced me to. I didn't have a choice.
I did, because I have a green bean and you're going too long. Now you do this to people. You do this to people in our room all the time.
No problem.
So what you're doing is super disingenuous. You're
just repeating yourself.
Can you hear it now?
Let me bring Ezek here.
You're just repeating yourself over and over again.
No, I'm not.
You are. It's so disingenuous.
Because you won't let me talk. Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Hoodie, this isn't the type of person that I want to be friends with. This is the type of person who intentionally comes to sabotage things you're doing, knowing full well. Because we've already had this conversation, but you're in a disingenuous way.
Directed at Andrew. I didn't even direct at you initially.
Shut up.
I think you're going to have to move me down.
I think I'm going to have to. Stop interrupting. It's so rude.
It's just like repetitive.
Hold on a second, Sailor. Timothy, tell you what, I'll give you full chance once Sailor lands. If you can kindly mute your microphone, brother. I actually want to hear you out as well. I don't know where you're going with this point, but I don't want anybody interrupting you. When Sailor lands, I want you to respond, and I want to hear you out as well.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you.
I'm really, really hurt and upset. Like Ace and Amir, imagine like you and a friend. You call him a friend. You have this conversation all the time. He knows that you don't think that like the people in the Bible, like you don't think that it was actually like humanoids. Like you think that according to the text, there were fallen angels that had sex with women, and they gave birth to this line of Nephilim blood, and that is who is being eradicated from the earth. Now, either I believe that the text is flawed and this didn't happen, or this is my explanation of it, because I refuse to accept that it's okay just to annihilate full-on humans like that. He knows that already. He knows that I do not think it is acceptable to commit genocide in the way... so I have two ways of dealing with it. Either this is a false story that's in the Bible and it's been it's another God that has been put in there, or these are genetically mutated beings that were the Nephilim, and there's ways of showing that might be the case. He knows this already. So he comes into a room that we're defending the Palestinians from genocide and acts like he doesn't have this information to crack open the box that you and Andrew, don't you support genocide? Don't you guys support genocide? And acting like he's not already privy to the apologetics that we do when it comes to dealing with that scripture. In front of you guys, he wants to act like he's completely oblivious to the fact that either I don't accept that, or it has to be that these were not fully humans. Like, and Amalekite actually means blood suckers, and there's reason to believe, like, there's rabbinical writings about them being